I want to kind of rewind, okay? Let's take it back a little bit from the beginning. So, respectability politics was coined by Evelyn Brooks Higginbottom in her 1993 book, Righteous Discontent. Discontent. Sorry. Y'all know my words, they don't be coming out right. Now, what she described is that in the efforts of Black Baptist women in the late 19th, 20th century, they basically, again, changed who they are. They encouraged having a different temperament, being more Victorian, and doing all of these different things in order to be accepted in society. And so what she found is that they were trying to change their behaviors and their attitudes in order to fit in, especially as, like maids and servants and things like that. To fit into these homes, they wanted to change in order to be a part of these systematic structures and to be accepted by the people that they were working for. Now, for me, again, I don't need to be a part of these systematic structures. And that's why I talked about the amusement park matrix, right? Like, I don't need to kind of be a part of that. So when you're looking at it historically, I believe that, it meant us well for our ancestors, right? Like, it served its purpose, right? Like, that was a whole different time and it meant us well. I do believe at that time that was necessary for survival, strictly, right? I do believe that. However, historically, we have moved past that. We are well beyond that. Okay, like we are well beyond that. That was for protection. That was for, strategic value. So you can get employment, so you can have social mobility, so you can navigate, that segregation, all of that completely necessary. But now in 2026, we understand it's not ending racism and it's not going to produce any type of equality for us. So we can step away from that. Again, we're stepping away from either the acceptance and or the rejection. Okay, we're stepping away from both. So we're not centering whiteness as opposed to what Black people do in their own community, because we know, and history has shown us time and time again, that no matter how perfect your behavior is, how well dressed you are, how, your speech, the education, your diplomas, your degrees, how much professionalism you have, no matter what you do in order to fit into their dominant culture, we're never going to earn equal treatment. Never going to earn that. So what we need to do is divorce the idea all together. So it does not matter what we do, what we produce, what we give them, what we show them. The reward is never going to be equality. It's just not. So we have to decide now, what are we going to do from here? Because even if we try to assimilate, they still don't see us as equals. This was the late 19th century she came up with this term. And we're still trying to be seen as equals for what? I mean, if you ask me, it's really about $1. Half the time, most of y'all want to be seen, and especially the acceptance piece, it's really about the money. You want that money, that fast pass, you'll sell out, you don't care, take me to the top, I want to get my thrills. You're not really concerned about what it means for the greater good of all of us. You're more concerned about what the bottom line is, and that bottom line is $1 in your bank account. And I totally understand if that's what it's about, but remove yourself from us, okay? Just go ahead and excommunicate from the group, okay? We don't need you in a group chat no more. You understand what I'm saying? Because over here, we're trying to get us all on one page. We're trying to put some accountability into the culture. We're trying to raise the standard for ourselves. And we have to challenge the idea, especially if we want to raise the standard, we have to challenge the idea that anytime we have a great expectation for Black people, that it is going to then mean that we have to have these respectability politics. No, if I say, hey, we should present ourselves in a different way to the public, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to be respectability politics. We got to challenge that idea. That's not what that means. What it means is, as a people, we should take pride in who we are, regardless of who the fuck is around and who is watching and things like that. Do it because we want to. We want to. When I see you, you see me, right? We here, we family, we in this together. We are a village. So when I come out strong, you come out strong. Don't degrade yourself and don't look like you don't have respect for yourself simply to be like, well, I'm taking a stance against the white man. Like, okay. So that's where I am on that. We have to have accountability so we can have a commitment to raising the standard for one another. That's what I want to commit to. That's what this whole podcast is about. It's committing to raising the standard for us. Again, like I said, first, I wanted to raise the standard for Black women because I said, why the fuck are y'all behaving like this? And listen, I'm no better, but what I can do is be accountable for my actions and then pull y'all in, right? Pull y'all in and say, hey, ladies, can we do better? I think we can do better because here's the things that I'm seeing and I think we can do better. When I was calling y'all homeless shelters, when I was telling y'all they trash, when I was telling y'all are the problem and this is why these men act like this, yeah, I was speaking to you about me as well. Like, let us be accountable for us, irregardless of what any white person is doing. This is about us right now. What do we want? And one thing, side note, y'all know I love a quick little tangent. If you have not read the autobiography of Assata Shakur, I suggest you read that because when you read that, you will realize, babe, it don't matter. And then you have all of the recent stories that have happened in our timeline of just the different police killings and the just recently, I can't remember the name. Please forgive me. My memory is not the best, but the recent killing from the Asian man and he killed the young Black boy. And really, I believe it was his son. But anyways, that's a whole other story for a whole nother day. And, we see all of this and this isn't new. But what needs to be new now is us holding each other accountable, challenging that whole we're doing this for the white man and making sure that we do this for each other to raise the standard for each other because we know that we deserve better. We know that we have pride and love of self. That's the importance. Because ain't it funny how we know all these little Asian stores never fucked with us, okay? They be around every corner, peeking and hiding. Oh, you need how, we know they never fuck with us, but it took someone dying to be like, oh, let's boycott. We know these stores don't fuck with us, but it took Target getting rid of their DEI for us to be like, oh, let's boycott. We already know who don't fuck with us. So why does it take something crazy and drastic to happen to then say, let's boycott? We should have been saying fuck them. You understand? And then we should shop with Black business. And if we believe that there's an issue, okay, well, let's handle that in-house. You see, in-house, and let's discuss that. You get what I'm saying? Let's not wait until something happens to then want to boycott when we already knew from the beginning, because as soon as it happens, then everyone got these stories. Now everyone is on the same page about who didn't fuck with us. No, we knew that from the beginning. So let's not even make it about them. Let's do what we got to do to support each other, to build and to love and to encourage each other. But it all starts with accountability. It all starts with accountability. If we cannot hold each other accountable for our own actions, then how do we ever grow? How? It's just not possible. If we're worried about the respectability politics of it all and still trying to assimilate, we're never going to grow. If we're trying to reject it so much that we inadvertently put ourselves down, then we're never going to grow. Once we divorce from both and decide to do it for ourselves, then And only then will we grow. So telling someone to value education, to value how they look, to value their health and their money and all of these things, that does not mean that they're trying to play into respectability politics. That means they're trying to have Black pride, be proud of themselves, love thyself. That's what that means, if you did not know.